go! Fortnite has changed forever. I don't know anything about it. I just thought it looked neat, so we're gonna check it out.
From a roller coaster that actually works to Travis Scott's concert you could play right now, these are 27 things that'll change Fortnite forever. Every second we play Fortnite has been 3D. From Battle Royale to creative, it's all we've ever known. But all of that changed last month with the arcade. You can play basketball, ride simulators, even a recreation of Flappy Bird in 2D. And considering this is Fortnite, it's kinda impressive, but not the only thing that'll revolutionize the game. Anyone who loves prop fun has to play Table by Mariblind. It takes place in Peely's bedroom, and you're running around on his desk. It's fully animated in the background, and there is a ton of details on the map itself that give way too many options to hide as a prop. You can even find amazing secrets like a cat eating a pie, a toy of Meowscles on the window, and a skateboard against the wall. But there's a map which is insanely well made, and that is Cyber Rush by Coolie Sushi. It reminds me of Cluster Truck, but it's set in a futuristic city where you gotta
yeah, I've seen this one. This map looked alright.
shoot people and use grappling hooks to get around. There's cutscenes, animated trucks, and powerful enemies to avoid. I definitely recommend this one because it feels like an action movie. And some people are transforming creative mode into a 2D platformer. This map takes place in an Egyptian tomb with huge statues and a single arcade machine. As you put the coin into the slot, you're taken to a 2D world that feels like a classic platformer with spike traps, animated routes, and boulders that send you flying. One of my personal favorite maps right now is based on a game called Spy Party, where one player has a sniper rifle and has to assassinate their friend hiding in the crowd. The exact same concept takes place in Beans Party, with NPCs that are pill-shaped but themed around classic Fortnite skins. That's such a cool art style, it really feels like you're playing a totally different game. And that's not the only activity you can play with a friend. One of the most classic board games in the world is chess, and it was only a matter of time before this came to Fortnite. You can shoot the piece you want to move, so it's really easy to figure out, and honestly, I could see myself playing this one for hours. Maybe you feel like being tiny for a day. Well, there's a few maps out there which let you live out that dream. That's like a Mega Room where you run around a living room and just have fun with it. And we have Squatting Dogs Fortnite Rap, where you get to play a free-for-all match at someone's house with a super detailed kitchen that has real kids drawings, a working sink, and all kinds of secrets. For fans of racing games like Forza Horizon, you gotta see Stunt Nation by Blue Drive. This is an open world racing map with tons of different vehicles, POIs, and according to the devs, the world is over 4 kilometers in size. With challenges to complete and beautiful locations to discover, it's really all you can ask for. But some people are desperate to get their hands on Fall Guys in Fortnite. I mean, the game is free anyway, so you could just play the original, but if you prefer using Fortnite skins, this is for you. It has all the classic mini games from the original, and they play super well. But something that is visually jaw-dropping is Operation Sandstorm. It's a zombies map in the desert that lets you destroy enemy bases, upgrade your own, and avoid a huge storm while doing so. Definitely shows off the Chapter 4 graphics, but I feel like Switch players, they're gonna struggle with this one. I am gonna lose hours of my life to Golf Night. It's just like the classic simulator games like Golf with Your Friends, but entirely in creative. Plus, it is free. Now you obviously control a golf ball and have to finish the courses before your friends do, gaining points to spend on customization, and I gotta say, it looks so addictive. But a map that millions of people have played by now is Deserted Domination. It was first shown off during the Unreal Editor launch event. While this version doesn't have animated fish stick and a mech fight, it still feels straight out of Call of Duty. And if you were wondering when the next collab is gonna be, it looks like some players are already making it themselves. Mad Moods recreated the Thousand Sunny from One Piece, and not only does it look accurate, this thing actually drives.
The graphics actually look pretty insane.
And considering this was made on the first day of UEFN, who knows what's gonna be possible 6 months from now. In fact, some players are...
I know, I think the map creation for creative is going to be insane. Like, once people start coming up with more ideas or they finish the maps that they're working on right now, like, it's gonna be crazy.
Already designing entire roller coasters. Ryan X is the first person to make this, and his coaster is completely rideable using first-person cameras and animations. This is just a taste of what's possible because he is currently designing an entire theme park in UEFN, so we'll have to check it out when it releases. A completed map you can check out right now is Color Switch. This has been around for a few years, but Team Unite has updated it with a ton of new features, like a huge peely that can pick you up and save you from the tiles below. There's also vehicle rounds, bonus mini games, but my personal favorite, it's the cute little doggo. Something more intense is a game named Secrets of the Heap. It's basically a dungeon crawler you can play with your friends. Each area has waves of zombies and bosses to fight off, and you only have a certain number of lives. You gotta collect resources and weapons, but make sure you keep an eye out for nightmares which stop you getting to the next checkpoint. When UEFN launched, Epic released a ton of tech demos to discover, one of which is called Reclamation. It's a Halo-inspired combat map that lets you drop in through an escape pod and pick a loadout. It is really well made, and at the end of the game, the winning team has their own victory animation that lets it dance on your enemies just to rub it in even more. Something more impressive is how Spanky solely recreated an entire game in just one day. He didn't have long to make a map thanks to a challenge from Mustard Plays, where he was tasked with designing a game from scratch and only 24 hours to work with. The result was Fort Shooter, an 8-bit game with a classic UI, custom music, and 2D gun sprites. If you told someone
pretty
this
crazy.
was Fortnite, I mean, no one would believe you. One of the creepiest maps ever made in Fortnite has to be the Caves by I'm Haunted. It takes place underground.
I heard one was like creepy dolls or something like that. I heard that one was kind of scary.
As you have to survive through mine shafts, dark caves, all while a giant spider is chasing after you. I'm just saying, I'm definitely not sleeping tonight, that's for sure. The more iconic horror game has to be the Backrooms. This is so infamous, it's appeared in everything you could think of, from Roblox to Minecraft, and now it's in Fortnite. There were versions of the Backrooms in the past, but with UEFN, it's more terrifying than ever before. Totally Not Will released their take on it, letting you crawl through vents, experience Chapter 4 graphics, and hide from a horrifying monster known as Bacteria from the original video. The scares continue with Night at the Pizzeria, a cross between Five Nights at Freddy's and Fortnite. You have to guard the office as expected, but this time the animatronics are huge fast food mascots like Tomato Head and Durr Burger. There's tons of cameras for each room as the animatronics walk around when you're not looking, and eventually they'll catch you. Really creepy, but of course the most infamous map of Creative 2.0 has been the return of OG Fortnite. This is what everyone was excited about when we heard about the potential of UEFN, and here it is with Atlas's OG Battle Royale. You could play the entire Chapter 1 island just like the old days, and some POIs look insanely identical to the original. I mean, it's hard to tell the difference.
Yeah, they do. I've played this one as well.
Because of memory issues, and Epic banned them from monetizing the map, but it's still massively popular, and you'll have no trouble finding a full lobby. Sadly, there's a map you can't play right now because of copyright. It wasn't just OG maps that Epic banned, but they've also been really strict about making copyrighted content. So when this player showed off a Chapter 4 version of Grove Street from GTA, it blew up online. We're all excited to play it for ourselves, but that just won't be possible. Some were actually saying this is better than Rockstar's official remake, and honestly, I mean, look at it, they got a point. But there's one person who is the king.
I know there was some maps that people were recreating at Call of Duty, and then Call of Duty, I guess, was, I don't know if they sued them, but they like made them take them down or something like that. That's pretty crazy to think about, like, making Call of Duty upset. Come on.
King of making horror maps in Fortnite, Naverdi is an unbelievably talented creator, and their latest work is called Vegetable Nightmares. This is a liminal space map, kind of like the Backrooms, but it's full of bathroom tiles. I'd be more worried about the terrifying monster that chases you though, because Ron Peely is coming after you, and he is seriously the stuff of nightmares. Another map by Naverdi is one of the most popular UEFN creations out.
This is one of them I was telling you about, Scary Doll.
They're called Scary Doll. This had to give out warnings to players with heart conditions because it was that traumatic. You have to explore these corridors in an attempt to survive the wrath of an evil ventriloquist dummy that is after you. It's got elements of FNAF, Poppy Playtime, and other classic horror games, so definitely check this one out. Another map that takes inspiration from a classic is Mario Kart by Lucas7 Yoshi. He found a way to import an entire racetrack from the games into Fortnite and place dirt bikes on the ground. Along with a custom intro cutscene, this thing will sadly never be playable, but I can only hope there's a non-copyrighted version in the works. We're still waiting to see live events in UEFN, and thanks to some builders, we are one step closer. They've started to recreate old events like Travis Scott's Astronomical, and just from the early videos, it looks identical. It has only been a month since UEFN came out, so imagine what concerts are possible next season, or even Chapter 5. Sorry, I'm being a fanboy. The future of Fortnite looks insane, but anyways, it's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, those maps are looking pretty crazy. I still can't wait to see what they're going to come out with, because you already know it's going to be 10 times better in the future. Once we get more assets and just figure out more ways of doing things. Hey guys, if you like the video, make sure you head over to the page, hit that like button, scroll over, smash that subscribe, and hit that bell icon to get notified for future video drops, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.